Hey, test, test, test. Okay. Probably is Agricola, although I do have a table of Beyond the Sun open also. So, we'll see what we get. I was also watching the very end of this game that Chris Ho was in, and this this to me is just disgusting. Everybody's in a four-room or bigger stone house. Everybody's scoring above 50. Like, let's stop playing draft 10. Like, oh my god, this is not enjoyable. This is not good for the game in my opinion, but it's where we're at. I have a draft 8 table open. That's might be beating the arena queue again, which I think I prefer draft 8 even with average players rather than trying to get hopefully a stronger table. I mean, like, this is a pretty strong arena table. But then Mike is at a table here, which I guess this table looks reasonably good. But I mean, even in the arena queue, you can run into 100 rated players and they can have bad reps. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could try to have a filter for good players and better, but usually I wind up waiting forever. But although now I gotta be on the Sun table. So I lied. It's not Agricola, and I do have to update the stream. But I will play Beyond the Sun first. Uh, I want to play Beyond the Sun. But I do need to update my stream title then. Also, even updating the stream title, I think, doesn't necessarily change the title in the Twitch VOD. So sorry anybody who's watching this expecting an Agricola game. Okay, we have Beyond the Sun. I am third seat. That's a bit of a bummer. I have an extra ship on Sol though, and we have some good opening planets, so that's actually okay. We have a post-humanist achievement. We have agility achievement. Okay, those are useful to remember. I think it's usually important to notice where the green tech is leading into and where the blue tech, and what stuff is near each other. So you kind of have a green-red strat that you could go for this game. There's like a blue-yellow strat, kind of. I think yellow-red's not really a strat, so you're mostly focused on one or the other. Hey, Lumen, welcome. You're up way too early. Oh, but you're, yeah, MSO, duh. There's an MSO tournament happening that I don't plan to play in. But that would get you up early. And then you're trapped by the stream title that lied to you. But, you know, now we're playing Beyond the Sun. Um, I might still play an Agricola too, to be honest. We'll see. I mean, anyhow, my opponents do the kind of usual opening moves. So, yes, that is the story. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so I think actually a pretty reasonable opening here. I have two actually reasonable openings. One is to just instantly jump my ships, which is pretty good here. I get an ore, I get a person, I put some discs out, although the discs are a little awkward. I think the other strat is to research terraforming so that I get an extra ship in deep space. I'm gonna choose to produce just a rock here. And then the strat is going to be use this jump 4 action and get to put out, really get to fly out. Could even abuse this potentially, although it's not great in the early game. Anyhow, I like this. I expect both of my opponents to just research level 2 techs. The major downside of this is they might wind up researching a tech that lets them jump, and then they get to go to one of the planets I'm hoping to take over, and that would be annoying. But we'll see. We also get to see what text they're revealing. I mean, I kind of already locked myself into the yellow track here. I'm probably doing yellow-blue strats. Oh, and they found hypercomputing. Please pick hypercomputing. Hypercomputing is very good. This is the one downside of like following opponents. They get to pick what techs come out first, and it's a little annoying because I have preferences, but they get to decide. But I think hypercomputing is significantly better here too because we have this achievement for having action spaces on your cards. This card has no action space. This one has an action space. I think that matters. But of course, they pick Exo Alloy Refinement because they're not a good player. That's annoying. Hypercomputing is also one of the best ways to research level 3 techs. It's probably actually the best way to research level 3 techs. So that's annoying, but it's okay. I mean, Exo Alloy Refinement's pretty good card still. You get 2 ship levels and you still automate, but yeah. That's a little bit of a bummer. But it's not the end of the world. They do both just research, okay? We also get March of Progress here. We'll see what they pick. Everybody gets to research a level 1 tech, or the people that already have that tech get 2 rocks or a level 2 ship. I'm hoping that I get to research a level 1 tech, but we'll see what they pick. They picked the red tech. Well, that's like the least interesting one to me, but fine. I will still research. Definitely will take a free research. I'm going to upgrade this ship just to make it hard for people to kick me out. I'm going to get booted out of these planets pretty quickly, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. It's okay here. I am kind of on a yellow-red strat now, potentially. I might be trying to go not... I have the option now to go up to green, though, also, which I wasn't assuming I would have, but I could try to just... Yeah, I mean, we'll see what people find. Psionics research is a reasonable way to research level 3 techs, so that's worth noting. Supply outpost is fine. It does let them jump instantly, which again is annoying, because they might take a planet that I wanted, but... They do go for psionics research. I think that's the right move. Okay, I do follow through with my jump 4 plan at least. I do get these immediate benefits of taking these planets. And I think I'm going to try to take this ship port. I think this ship port's pretty worth having. It allows you to build ships up there, which I think is a pretty big boon. I have a good number of rocks at the moment, so I think I put out this disc and make humans early. I think making extra humans early is very good, although I've already depleted my A. I've already depleted all of my A column, which is pretty annoying. It makes it hard to get a lot of humans, which makes it hard to like use this psionics research action. So we'll play it a bit slowly from here. That's fine. Orange also researches narrow laser beams. It's wild. I don't think red techs are very good early. I plan to research this yellow tech and see what we find. I also prefer nowadays not to research too heavy into techs if I don't have to. Red decides to instantly kick us off of both of the planets we were on, which is not totally shocking, but now it does make me slightly want to research a red tech because I might find a way to advance this ship and take this planet back, but I think I'm still just going to research a yellow tech. We get to remove a tier guild cover. I think I will remove Professor's Guild. Professor's Guild is a way to research level 3 techs, and level 3 yellows can be very powerful. I actually think level 3 yellows are the most powerful. I think the green and blue 2s are quite strong on average, but I think the yellow 3s are on average the best. So I'm going to unlock the Professor's Guild, which I can use next turn. And we've revealed Terra Nova Cruisers, which is an interesting way to... This is an interesting way to colonize, and given that we have yellow and red, we could try a colonizing game plan. Alternatively, I could just instantly get a human and a rock, and I can copy opponents' action spaces when they're on them, which is okay. This is kind of a tricky pick, actually. Yeah, this is kind of a tricky pick. I guess agility is telling me to go for more of a tech-based gameplay. Yeah, I think I'm being told to go slightly more tech-based this game, not necessarily try to do much colonization. And I still don't actually have a way to generate ships, so I guess I'll take intersystem diplomacy. But yeah, our economy is a little rough here because I've not automated anything yet. My opponents have automated stuff, which is definitely helping them. I potentially should just research some techs that help me automate stuff, but I'm gonna go for the level 3 yellow as my next turn, and that will hopefully help shift our game or dictate where our game should go. A lot of the yellow 3 yellows are very kind of game, just like it can certainly change up. Like hive mind computing gives me a strong way to hive mind computing gives a strong way to research tech level 4. Um, Mercenary fleet gives a very powerful way to colonize. That's still not really the one I want to find, but it does have 2 action spaces, which also makes it pretty good. Subatomic fabrication is very powerful, so this is one of the ones that would certainly give us a lot of power. Wormhole tech is also quite powerful. Quantum data exchange is very good. This allows me to copy any other research actions. This is probably the best hit at the moment for us. Stealth terraformers is not very good, so I hope I don't hit that. Hyperdrive booster is also not great, but I could live with it. We're basically trying to find hive mind computing, subatomic fabrication, quantum data exchange, or wormhole tech. All of those would be very powerful, though. So we'll see what happens. We have somebody just jumping around, which is okay. Although that also means level 2 research is possibly going to be open for me. Oh no, this is orange doing this. Okay, it's fine. The control board is a bit messy at the moment for sure. I only have 1 discount. I have no automation. Yeah, I don't love that. Having no automation and stuff is bad. Alright. The other tier 1 guild cover's removed, so everybody has access to basic terraforming. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. They reveal android destroyers. Android destroyers is a very powerful shipbuilding tech. So I might lean into researching the green tech and then researching this and doing some colonization stuff. If they pick it. If they pick plasma cannon's definitely worse. Android destroyers is definitely better. Wow, they picked plasma cannon. Okay, I don't really want to follow that. Plasma cannon not as good. Not as good. I mean, I mildly understand why they pick it. It does come with an instant jump. But the action space is definitely worse. But a lot of fighting for Barnard Star, which kind of makes sense. It gives you a human every time you gain control of it, but wow, this planet has a lot of ships on it. Okay, I get to research my level 3 tech. I could still research a level 2 tech here, too. I could research this level 2 tech that everybody can do, but I'd really like to build my game around whatever this is. I also get a free level 2 ship, absolutely. Give me that. We also have bonus points at the end of the game for ships. I do find quantum data exchange, which I said was probably the best. I get to copy any other research action on the board from now on. I also immediately gain 2 rocks and an automate. That's a lot of very good stuff for me. Very happy to find that. We now can just copy any research action on the board, so anything our opponents find for us is quite good. So that's very nice. Like, really, really nice. So I'm going to keep researching text then. Still don't know if I want to lean into. I don't know if I want to lean into what. Basically, I have choice. I have optionality here of which other direction to go into. I'm clearly going to research this tech someday, and clearly going to research this tech someday. But there is a question if I want to go up here and research these techs, or if I want to go down below and research the rest of this stuff. I lean toward going down here and researching this stuff. Automating my rock production would be really nice. It does leave me a little short on how am I generating humans this game, but I generally think I'll find a way to do that. I'm not doing very well on the post-humanist achievement, but hopefully we'll find a decent way to generate humans. That's the one thing that we're definitely struggling on at the moment. Wow, the fight for this planet is intense. I think these players are also wasting a lot of actions jumping around. I don't think that's particularly strong, which is why I've also leaned away from trying to move around the board much at the moment. I think constantly trying to move around the board is relatively weak. Museum of Retired Spacecraft arrives, so we can retire a ship for points. Although every every 3 strength of ships is a point at the end of the game, so this is a little weaker than normal. This is still usually pretty good to go for because points are hard to get. But it's a little awkward. I think I will retire this ship. Gosh, I don't know. I actually don't know that I want to retire any ships here. Wow, they retired a 4 ship for 4 points, though. I mean, I understand why they chose to do that, but I think I'm going to keep my ships in this case, actually. I think I do want to actually be able to threaten control of things. I don't know for a fact that that's for sure what I want to do, but I'm going to lean into it for now. They find hive mind computing. Being able to copy hive mind computing is certainly very welcome. They should definitely pick hive mind computing, but we'll see what they do. Part of why they should pick hive mind computing is it has 2 action spaces on it, yeah, which helps them fight for the agility achievement, which they do have a lead on. And in fact, they do pick hive mind computing, as they should have. So there is some extra incentive now to race this top line of research, but I think that's probably pushing me too many directions. I think I should just research this tech for now. I think that should be my turn. See what this gives me. Alright, I can pick human experiments, which allows me to upgrade up to 2 ships by 1 level, which is solid. Or I can instantly jump 2, but this action space I'm not very a fan of. And this has 2 action spaces on it, which is pretty good. The actual actions on this suck. I'm not using these actual actions, but just the fact it has 2 actions helps me fight for that achievement. And I do think fighting for achievements is good. Alright, I'm gonna make this a level 3 and this a level 2 ship. Sure. My production sucks, though. I'm only making 1 rock still. Wow. That part's pretty unfortunate. Only making 1 rock still is pretty bad, actually. It's, like, really bad. Yeah, my production is awful. My economy is a bit whack. I kind of want to just research this because it does let me start producing more rocks per turn, which is pretty good. The downside of doing that, though, is like I have a lot of rock production, but that doesn't super help me. One of the big issues is we threw away freaking. Oh, please give me a human. Please pick everybody gets a human. Please, everybody gets a human. Oh, please, please, please. I mean, they really probably should pick rock. They need rock. Oh, they pick kill a human for rock. Well, that's even worse. I definitely am not killing a human for rocks. I think that's the worst. I think that's the worst thing on that board, though. That's crazy. Both my opponents lose a human for rocks. Gross. I mean, I guess both of them have much better human production than I do, but oh my! Android surveyors is an excellent way to colonize. Yeah, excellent way to colonize. I mean, Terra Nova Cruiser is an okay way to colonize, but Android Surveyors is very good. Yeah, they do pick it. Okay, I think I probably am going to lean into Android Surveyors then, and some colonization as an option. Although, how am I generating ships? There's still no action space that makes ships efficiently. Oh, that's a slight trick. I'd like to be able to research this tech. This could be another level 3 tech that really helps us out, or level 3 yellow tech that really helps us out. But I can't currently research it because I don't have enough humans. Yeah, this is a slight trick. I really need to improve my production level. It might be time for me to move my ships. Just take an action to move my ships around. I probably could get three. I probably actually could get three of these discs out and make a bunch of start making some more humans. Yeah, I think I can. I can jump 4 here. Nobody has control of this planet. Nobody has control of this planet, and I can actually retake control of Barnard Star, instantly getting a human. Oh, I like this quite a bit, actually. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. There's multiple reasons I like this quite a bit. I can jump all the way here with that ship. This ship can go here. This ship can go here. I will put down 3 of those, instantly get 1 human. I'll produce 2 more humans. Finally catch up on some humans. Mess with some control. The other thing that I like about this is it does give me the option to colonize this planet. And I might just take my next action to colonize this planet. Colonizing this planet gets me another human and 2 rocks back instantly. It gets me 5 points, and it locks in this production. All of which is pretty nice. I can colonize right on this space for 3 rocks and a human, which is not anywhere near as good as android surveyors or some of the other crap, but I don't have access to those techs yet. So yeah, I think I am just going to wind up. I think I am going to wind up just colonizing here, even though I said that wasn't really what I was going to lead into, and I was going to do lots of tech stuff. I think it really makes my economy. I think this really helps sort out my economy in pretty nice ways. Also, I'm starting to race down my humans that this interstellar arms race could be a thing. Oh, also, when did Black Market Industries show up? Oh God, I missed when that happened. We can put a disc on here in order to get out more stuff, which is something I'm interested in doing. I absolutely would put something on Black Market Industries. I just hadn't noticed it before. All right, our opponent finds manufacturing orbitals, which is a cool card, but not incredible for them. They'll probably take Wormhole Tech. Wormhole Tech gives a level 2 ship, gives a rock, and lets you jump around. It does not have an action space on it, which again does not help them fight for agility though. And they're out of stuff. The bad news is they can teleport anywhere, which means they're likely to teleport to locations that I currently control. I suspect I'm gonna lose control of I'm losing control of some stuff. Oh wait, no, they're not even. Wait, they're not taking anything away from me. Well, that's incredibly kind. Thank you. That was nice of them. Okay. They do have 18 points compared to my points, but how do they have so many points? Oh, because they retired a level 4 ship also. That's why. Okay. My opponents are researching more level 3 techs. It's fine. It's fine. We never did reveal a particularly good way to research level 3 techs, which is also a decent reason to not be pushing super hard on a research game plan. Although, again, there still is this thing. 7 action spaces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. I need 3 more, though. That's a little bit tricky. I mean, I guess there's this path. I'd still like to research a level 4 tech. I'm pretty close to a level 4 tech. I need to research this and this to get to level 4. This person has revealed Android Armada, which is a very powerful tech. It's also a really good way to build ships if you have a lot of rock production. But they don't have a lot of rock production. Okay, I like this colonize move a lot. I like colonizing. I need to use just my level 3 ship. Use that ship. Terraform this. I'm allowed to Black Market Industries here, and that would allow me to start getting multiple humans again. I am in. Let's Black Market Industries and make 2 humans here. That puts me down another 2 points in order to do that, but I think it sets up a very strong economic place. I'm also pretty close to just getting this post-humanist achievement now, which is a thing that I think I will fight for. Although, I mean, my other opponents are fairly close to it, but also I'm pretty close here to depleting. Although I can easily lose some of my production, right? I can very easily lose my production that's just sitting on planets that I'm in no way defending at the moment. So Not playing in the Agricola MSO? Correct. I'm not. I'm not. Again, I can't actually play on the final, even if I could. I can't actually play the final today, even if I mean maybe I don't make it, but I also find the MSO games not that fun because they tend to be really variable skill level. Like there will be players that are like truly 100 level in the tournament, so that's not really fun. We do wind up losing one of our production discs, which is not shocking. Not at all shocking, but slight bummer. Somebody is researching a level 4 tech already. Wow. Kudos to them. Okay. Yeah, they already hive mind compute here. Okay. So, one achievement already claimed. So, do you have to be on the lookout for that? The thing you're worried about is there being an uneven player count. Yeah, you also could wind up in 3-player games. That's a good point too. There will be quite a few 3-player games, which is also not that fun. All right, they have tech singularity. That's reasonable. Okay. Slight trickiness here on what I should be doing. Definitely a slight trickiness on what I should be doing. I am kind of tempted just to research the top of the line here and try to research this and that. That would get me... Also, researching this potentially gets me post-humanist pretty quickly. But then I don't even know if there's enough game time for me to realize the rest of my goals, which is why I'm hesitant about it. Gosh, it looks very clean to just do this, though. I don't know that this is the right moves for me, though. Yeah, I don't know. I might actually wind up using human experiments, though. I'm producing so many humans that actually killing 3 humans for research might be the play soon. Because, yeah, my goal is simply to win post-humanist on my next turn. And I do intend to get rid of... All I have to do is get rid of 1 more cube on my next research, which I'm just going to research psionics research. As my next thing. Uh-oh. My opponent is researching human experiments. We need to do a count. They might be beating me to another achievement. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're actually totally claiming... I was going to say, they're claiming agility. Okay, this is dangerous. The game is almost over already. I am set up for a much longer game than the game's actually going to be, because I can earn post-humanist any second, and that instantly triggers the end of the game. And that's not good for me. The game ending instantly right now is not good. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've misplayed this game. This game's way too fast. You said you would drop out unless your entry makes it, so it's only 44-player games. I see. Interesting. Okay, I'm in trouble here. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Although my opponents are both in a very bad economic position at the moment. Yeah, I don't want this game to end at the moment. I want to research a level 3 tech, but that makes it harder for me to actually get post-humanist, but none of my opponents are really close to post-humanist. I also really want to do Transcendence. Kudos to Red here for just doing a tech rush game plan and hitting the right stuff. I underestimated where they were at. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem. All right, I think I'm giving up on post-humanist. I think that's actually the game plan here. I need to give up on post-humanist. I need to research this, give myself a chance to research a tech level 3 to end the game, and just decide when the right time is to end the game. But I lost the race to some of the other stuff. I have to remove a tech level 3. I'll remove Medicines Guild. I don't want to remove Technocrats Guild. Yeah, I don't want to remove Technocrats Guild. It helps my opponents, not me. I do want yellow techs. Yeah, I mean, at this point, subatomic fabrication is still really good. Although there's less other good ones anymore. Blue techs, I could find metahuman chambers, which is kind of cute. I could find deep space megastructures, which is quite good. I could find cerebral implants, which is not as good. It's not clear to me which color is better here, but I'm running low on time, so. Alright, we do find subatomic fabrication, which is a little of everything. At this point, I don't need to produce more humans. Yeah, let's finally produce more rocks. I am offered one jump. What does one jump get me? It looks like one jump just gets me into this area, which is fine. I can put that down, and I make some rocks. Okay. I can research a level 3 tech on my next turn. I don't know that I should. Although maybe. I might be able to research a level 3 tech and still complete posthumanist. I only have 4 cubes down. Yeah, that's actually probably the strat. I can research yellow or green. If I hit Android Independence, I complete both objectives. Galactic Empire is okay for me. Parallel Universe Generator would be iffy. Ministry of Colonies is okay. It's probably yellow. Green can hit New Golden Age, which I don't have much automation, right? Yeah, that's not very good. I think I'm ending the game because I think my opponents don't have very good actions here. Like, I don't know what purple is doing. Or red, oh, red is going to make a ship. Oh, that's actually quite a good action for them. Red gets to make a level 4 ship and jump. Oof. Yeah. Well, I at least have control of when the game is ending at the moment. But, yeah, this is not good. This is not good. This was a fast game. My opponent just, like, rushed researching techs and completed 2 objectives fast. Which is honestly the best way to win this game. It's what I wish I could have done. I just didn't quite find the right techs, and I thought I had more time for some reason. Oh, my opponent just colonizes as their action. Okay. Yeah, so... Okay. What do I do if I delay the game here? I could just research a level 2 tech. But I don't know that that really helps super much. The question is, am I doing better if the game continues longer? Or is red doing better? It's not immediately obvious. Researching these techs does come with a lot of points. Like, I get a lot of points for researching these techs. I'm a lot of points behind. Like, I'm losing to red by a lot. What does red do for their next action? They have 3 rocks and a person. It doesn't give them a lot to do. I'm going to claim delaying the game for just another turn is good for me. All right, Red, what are you doing? What are you doing, Red? I think I'm ending the game here. It depends on what Red does, but I think I end the game. I think I end the game, and my intention is my last action is to research hive mind computing, which gets me 3 points and an automate and a jump. So I end the game by researching a tech, and then I do that, and I still hope to get posthumanist. Although orange might beat me to posthumanist. Oh, that's messy too. I mean, ideally, I could just draw the right tech here that just instantly gives me post-humanist. Ideally, I just draw Android Independence. But if I draw Parallel Universe Generator, I guess that also does it, because I can copy Subatomic Fabrication, which gives me a human and some automation, and then I can produce humans. Yeah, okay, that'll work. That'll work. I think this is end the game, and hope that we can make up the difference. I mean, they use an action on Plasma Cannon, they add a 3-ship, and they jump around. Okay. That's not a particularly great action for them, at least, is the good news. The bad news is we're still in trouble. Definitely still in trouble. Red has more control on the board than we do too, which is endgame points. And I think red has more ship values than we do, which is also endgame points. So, is there another option for me to delay the game end that still works? I don't know that there is. I think we just have to accept that red beat us, and we're going to lose a lot of elo. Although red still has no humans, so they just have a lot of rocks. Although, does red have a way to colonize with just rocks? It does not. This is awkward again, in that I don't know that red is set to earn more points if they continue the game. But I also need to claim post-humanist right now. Although this means that red's last turn is also pretty bad. All right, let's hope. Let's hope. All right, I can copy Hive Mind Computing, which is what I will do. I will research a yellow tech right here. Use that action. Yellow. We get Parallel Universe Generator, which is okay. I will copy Subatomic Fabrication. I will automate that. I get one jump here, which I guess is to take this away from my opponent. And then I need to produce humans, because that allows me to claim post-humanist before anybody else. And then I will still get to claim, Transcendence as my final action. So I am at 29 points against red's 30. Red has 5 endgame points. I will have 6. And then there's Interstellar Arms Race and control of the map, plus whatever our final actions are. Interstellar Arms Race at the moment, red has 3 points. I have only 1 point, so they're 2 ahead of me there. And they control more locations than I do. Yeah, this is still a little sketch. The only other upside is that my last research here gets an automate and 3 points worth of tech. And their last action is to make a 4-ship, so they get 1 point, but then they do get to jump around, which could be pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be very close. This is a very close game, unfortunately. I thought I would be winning this, but I got a little bit messed up. This is where third seat also is, like, I do think, I am curious at Beyond the Sun seat positions. I feel they matter quite a bit, but... But, oh well. It's also a fast enough game. It doesn't bother me super much. Oh, red does colonize. Wait a sec. How did red colonize? Oh my god, how did red colonize? Terraforming Guild. Oh, because they have tech singularity, they can ignore the human cost. Oh, I forgot they can do that. That could be an issue. That could be an issue. Okay, the only upshot is it did cost them points on Interstellar Arms Race and control of the map. Yes, that is the upshot. That's the good news.
The good news is red only has 3 points left on the map. The bad news is I'm only going to have 5 points on the map. So I only have +2 there. Well, I don't think there's anything better I can possibly do than do this action. Yeah, there's nothing else I could do. I may as well go here. Oh, and I can upgrade a ship. Oh, this is 1 extra point. Oh, fantastic. This system gives me 1 extra point, actually, which is pretty sweet. Because I am allowed to pay a rock to upgrade that ship. And that gets me one more. That gets me another threshold for interstellar arms race, which is pretty cool. It doesn't matter what I produce here. Okay. I claim another achievement. I'm 3 behind, but I think I make this up. I might still have this. This is close. Oh, and Galactic Headquarters is an extra point. I still control this location. That's a bonus point. Oh, I forgot that point, too. I mean, everybody probably forgot this point. But the fact I control that, I think I have this. How skilled am I at this game relative to Agricola? I mean, I'm definitely a better Agricola player, but I've been playing a lot of Beyond the Sun, and I've gotten pretty good. I do win this game by 2 points ultimately at the end. This was a 12-round game, which is already kind of fast. And it could have been even faster, right? This game could have ended in like 10 rounds had I chose to. So that's another thing that did ultimately catch me here. I was set up for a slightly longer game plan. I'm used to games going about 13, maybe 14 rounds, but I guess I need to be ready for them to be even faster, potentially. And I wasn't super set for that, but just snuck it out here. Yeah. Phew. Okay, we found the right path. I think stalling 1 turn was pretty worthwhile. Stalling, getting these, hitting the achievements in just the right way. I think that was pretty important. But wow, what a tight one. Anyhow, according to BGA, I'm already rated in the top 100 for Beyond the Sun. So I mean, apparently I'm pretty good at this point. I've played 46 games. I'm barely in the top 100. Agricola, I'm apparently 50th at the moment. Like, so I don't know. I'm definitely better at Agricola than I am Beyond the Sun, but I'm apparently pretty good at Beyond the Sun by now. Okay. Let's see if I can't get an Agricola table, I guess. I might just end the stream otherwise too, but we'll see. Again. More Beyond the Sun or more Agricola? I mean, I'm not opposed to more Beyond the Sun either, to be honest. I actually kind of lean towards just doing one more Beyond the Sun game and then ending. Agricola's a bit long, but also, God, my computer does not like to handle things anymore. I really need to work on that. I don't want additional spaces tables, so let's not do that. Either, to be fair, but you meant Beyond the Sun. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad some people are enjoying the Beyond the Sun content. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll open both tables for now. Maybe I join the arena queue for Agricola in a sec. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted. I'm trying to look up. Looks like we have a Agricola table. All right, the real question is, do I boot this 152 rated player and try to find a better table? But I'll play this table. It's fine. Agricola wins. The race begins. Yeah, Agricola does win. I'll play an Agricola game. Okay. Good luck, Ace of Spade, if you were watching. Not sure you were. Let's send out stream notifications. I'm not doing any. All right. Lovely draft 8 game. Here we are. Okay. Now for the Agricola. All right. We are sitting in front of the weaker player, which is unfortunate for draft reasons, but so be it. We have a milk jug, which I love, but you know. There is also a woodcart, which is quite good. There's a house artist, which is pretty good. There's a fur cutter, which also could be pretty nuts way to generate wood if you get a lot of actions. There's a skillful renovator. There's a lot of wood injection in this game. So if there's a lot of wood injection, I think I take the reed injection house artist and try to build a big house. And I may as well take my own wood injection also to guarantee. I mean, this is a pretty safe combo. The woodcart's a little slow potentially. We'll see what other ox we get. But we're also first seat, so I could just open ock. Although I can also just open reedstone food, which gets me the 1 reed I need for house artist. So might do that. Milk jug, mining hammer should get taken. So then there's like stuff like sheep rug, junk room, churchyard on the wheel. Sheep rug also worth remembering. I would expect skillful renovator, fur cutter to get taken. Fisherman's friend's pretty bad here, so we might get like parvenu back. Maybe nutrition expert. Maybe the autumn mother. We know that crudité can be very powerful. This is very likely crudité, although reclamation plow is okay. Patch caretaker with woodcart crudité is kind of interesting. Clay pit owner also kind of tempting here. I don't mind clay pit owner. We already saw a junk room. Scrap collector also pretty good. Stable planner pretty good. Casual worker okay. A lot of reasonable ox here. Lot of reasonable ox. Probably not patch caretaker quite this early because I probably am not playing it in time to really do crudité feeding plans. I'm generally a fan of clay pit owner, to be honest. The trickle of food and clay is like kind of welcome. And it is certainly an ock you want to play early. You want to play clay pit owner early along with woodcart. Not gonna lie, sheep rug's a very naughty game design choice. I don't know what you mean by that, but you've never thought about what it means until now. Oh, I see. Anyhow. I think I do clay pit owner. I like scrap collector a good amount though too, but I actually think I go clay pit owner. I think trickles of food are very helpful. And trickles of clay is not bad. Now, it's not totally obvious how much clay pit owner will give me, because you never know exactly how many minor improvements clay pit owner is going to work off of. I expect somebody probably takes and uses junk room, but we don't know any other minor improvements yet. So like, there's a bit of a dubiousness of clay pit owner here, but I generally trust in clay pit owner to work off some fireplaces and hearths. God, maybe scrap collector is better though. Scrap collector might be better. Just open scrap collector. Also, stable planner is still very defensible here too, but I'm a little less high on stable planner and casual worker with how much wood's in the game. I anticipate. Well, although, God, I don't really want to build stables is a slightly weird action for me because I'm building rooms off house artist actions, but it's fine. I could take a stable action at some point this game if I have to, or I might get a stable card back on the wheel for all I know. Okay. Trout Pool is another clay pit owner triggering card, so that's nice to see. Steam Plow, actually kind of reasonable here. Steam Plow Woodcart is a way to get plows, and I think I've slightly been undervaluing getting plows lately. So this might be a Steam Plow. even though I'm not that high on Steam Plow in general. The food cost of Steam Plow is still kind of annoying, but adding plows to the game is probably good. Minor improvement wise, I'm very low on Shovel Bearer, pretty low on Geologist. I don't need that. Junior Artist is really only combos, although I do have House Artist, so there's slight combos for Junior Artist, House Artist, but it's still pretty slow. I think I just take Dairy Crier as a way to give myself animals in the lane and at some point in the game. I think Dairy Crier is pretty good. And then, yeah, I think Steam Plow. I'm also obviously very high on Iron Oven, but I've seen no grain support yet. I don't hate Trout Pool myself, but I'd rather somebody else play Trout Pool and trigger my Clay Pit order one more time. But we get back an okay miner here, it looks like. I mean, Digging Spade probably doesn't do much for us, but some of these cards are okay at least, surely. So this is a decent hand thus far. We have some growth help, we have some wood help, we have some plow help. We have a little bit of food help. So we get offered a dentist. This is a pretty good dentist game. This is also maybe an okay cubbyhole game. This is also an okay Joiner the Sea game. I don't do arena because of draft 10. I prefer not to. Yeah, I prefer not to arena. I prefer draft 8 by a lot. Arena games are pretty gross. I'm really sick of draft 10 already. There's way too many games where just everybody is in 4+. Like at the start of this stream, I just pulled up a game that Chris Ho was in where everybody was in 4+ Stonehouse rooms. Everybody was scoring over 50. I don't think Agricola is very fun or interesting. Also, Stockman, gross. Wow. I also just noticed the Stockman. The Stockman's very good. However, I think I do want something like Dentist. And part of why I want Dentist is I do want 3 pretty fast Ox for Woodcart. So Dentist or Joiner the Sea are reasonable ways for me to generate food and have an early occupation that's worth playing. So as much as Stockman also looks pretty cute here with Dairy Crier in particular, I don't know what I'm building stables. Stables are pretty late or never. So I think I'm actually going to try running Dentist. Partly just because I think Dentist is slightly cute. Clay Pit owner likes somebody else to play Chop House. So this might just be Gardener's Knife. I get a food for each grain field and a grain for each veg field. Seems okay. Wow, Mining Hammer did come back. That's unexpected, but pretty delightful, because I don't actually have stable help, even though there was a lot of stable help in the draft. And I'd like to renovate my big house. Give me a Mining Hammer. Mining Hammer just gives me a food instantly, too. Like, that's everything I could want. That's great. I'll take a Parvenu. I'm probably not using a Parvenu, but maybe I use a Parvenu in early growth, and I'm certainly not anticipating using any of the rest of the crap here. But yeah, this is part of why I like Draft 8. You already have iffy picks by this point in the draft. You have to make do with average to subpar cards. You have to actually play the game, have to play the board. I think the balance of the game is just much better. I think you can actually, in Draft 8, play small house strats more effectively. I think it's much better for the game. I think Draft 10 is not actually particularly enjoyable, but it's my personal preference. A lot of people love huge combos and always have very strong hands, but I also think it makes it extra hard on 4-seat when everybody has crazy strong hands and everybody just wants to play cards. But I don't fully know. I don't play enough in Draft 10 World to fully have an opinion, but a lot of the arena games lately are not particularly enjoyable, so. I do think I'm actually opening Ock this game. As much as I do love Reedstone Food and kind of want Reedstone Food, I kind of do just want to rush down Clay Pit Owner, Dentist, House Artist, Woodcart. We do get Patch Caretaker back, which is also a pretty good Ock to play early. I wasn't sure we were going to get Patch Caretaker back. Huntsman Hat is a reed to a point. Fruit Ladder is 2 wood to a point and maybe some food. Huntsman Hat is also maybe food. It also requires a cooking improvement. I genuinely don't know if we have a cooking improvement this game. I'll take Fruit Ladder. And yeah. So Beyond the Sun is just Agricola? Oh, I never updated the title back. Yeah, good call. Good call. To be clear, I actually think Beyond the Sun has some Agricola-like features, which is part of why I think I've been liking it so much. I don't intend to play Junior Artist, so I guess I take Geologist, because there's not a good enough reason, and then I'll take a Digging Spade, even though I probably don't use that either. I did play Beyond the Sun earlier, to be fair. The first 40 minutes or whatever, first 45 minutes of this stream was Beyond the Sun, in my defense. But yeah. I think part of why I like Beyond the Sun is that I find they're both worker placement games. They both, resource management games. Beyond the Sun also mildly reminds me of Agricola in like you start with very few action spaces and relatively little to do, and then you, like in Agricola, you play Ox and you reveal new action spaces and you like get more options and more abilities. Beyond the Sun has a very similar arc to me of like you reveal more and more actions and more powers, and you get to do more and more as you build up. Anyhow, I said I'm going to play Ox. I'm going to. I think I am opening Clay Pit Owner. I mean, it might spook people not to play Clay Improvements, but probably not. They should play their Clay Improvements still. I think I still want Clay Pit Owner this game. I think I want Clay Pit Owner, Dentist, House Artist. I'm not sure actually about Patch Caretaker, although Patch Caretaker, Crudité, Steam Plow is certainly something. So I could drop the Clay Pit Owner entirely. Nah, I can just play the Patch Caretaker later if it's worth playing. I could just play it later if it's worth playing. Did I lean more into colonizing or teching in Beyond the Sun? Teching. Always teching. In base game Beyond the Sun, I think you basically have to go techs. You can mix in some colonization, but you can't. If you go colonization heavy as your like primary focus, you're going to lose a lot of games. I think colonization is something you do occasionally or never in terms of like each individual game, and only occasionally are you going to go heavy into colonization. Last action Reedstone Food, mildly interesting. Skillful Renovator suggests Junk Room is getting played, so I suspect my Clay Pit Owner is instantly paying me back. So that's pretty cool. I could take 2 wood here, although 2 wood's kind of the wrong number. I think this is also a game just a day laborer. I want a bit more food and to keep playing my Ox. So I think it's just a day labor game. You were thinking about a clever joke about farmers hiding behind the sun. Yeah, that's fair. But anyhow, yeah, Beyond the Sun, I think you really want to do some early techs. I think your default plan in Beyond the Sun should be to get a level 4 tech. And I think sometimes in Beyond the Sun, you're going to uncover like an early Android Surveyors and an early Android Destroyers, and then you have a pretty sweet combo of being able to colonize cheaper and being able to produce ships cheaper, and then you can lean into going for the Empire achievement. But if you don't find tech help early, you basically can't do a good colonization game plan anyhow. And without good tech helping support your colonization game plan, I also just think you lose to tech. So I think every game has to start by researching techs, but you do have to be open to pivoting into colonization if you find the right techs. That's where I've landed. You also have to be open to maybe colonizing 1 or 2 planets in some games of Beyond the Sun just to gain some more points. But again, yeah, it's never your like main focus, but okay, anyhow, Shovel Bear gets played. That's gross, but I kind of would expect that from a mediocre player. I would like to Ock, obviously, but if I don't get Ock, I like Reedstone Food. If I don't get that, I'm okay with 3 wood. I really don't want 2 reed with this hand and House Artist. I don't need 2 reed for particularly any time. I don't get Reedstone Food, but I do get 3 wood or Ock, so that's the good news. Ace of Spade probably Ox, yeah. Already has some of the other stuff. Joiner of the Sea. Wow, Joiner of the Sea is getting played. Everybody thinks they have a lot of wood. Joiner of the Sea getting played is kind of interesting. Oh, I could have used Reed Bank in order to get a wood there. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, I didn't react to that. That was my bad. Ace of Spade would have paid me a wood if I took Reed Bank. That might have been a mistake for me. Clay pit owner seems great this game. The clay pit owner is going to be pretty good, I think. Yeah. Fire pit's already. Yeah, I was going to say fireplace is already getting played here. Give me more clay pit. Give me the clay pit. Am I willing to start player here with crudité? No, I'm not. Am I willing to start player here with a very early fruit ladder? Also, probably not. But I do want ox. But yeah, this clay pit owner's already putting in good work. Already 2 food, 2 clay. It's going to be more than that for sure. I'm relatively high on clay pit owner, not like super high, but like it's pretty good. Ace of spades starts for us. Okay, that's good. That's a good result. Changeover. What the heck is changeover? If at any time field contains 1 good, you can discard the good to take a so. Limited that field. Okay, that's whatever. Although that's actually sick combo with crudité. Crudité changeover, that'd be pretty sweet. But anyhow, I could just plow here, but plow is basically like eventually it's just like a whatever. I should probably just take more wood. I don't super want to take more wood until I have wood cart down, but there's really nothing here that advances my game. I mean, I could take 2 food and get a wood. Felt like, Let's just take a 2 wood action. Not leave a 4 wood action either. I will definitely Ock. Definitely gonna Ock here. I will play Dentist. I'm going to commit to the Dentist stuff. Although House Artist is maybe smarter, given that Traveling Players is probably going to get taken. I could try to go House Artist and hope to get Reedstone. Well, I don't even get Reedstone. Okay, yeah, whatever. I just Ock. I'm not willing to Ock here, because that probably just gives Teal free Ock. I am willing to 2 food Ock if it comes to that, but I'll play Dentist. I'll commit to this. You got Mining Hammer and a 4th pick Shed Builder in your last game. Nice. Although Mining Hammer might be a bit slow with Shed Builder, to be honest. Not sure. But the upshot is it's not clear anybody actually wants to take Traveling Players, so I might get away with House Artist. It's not obvious any of these players wants Traveling. I might get 2 food Ock here, too. Ace of Spade might just take 3 wood for Joiner the Sea. What is Ace of Spade's wood plan, by the way? Why does Ace of Spade think Joiner the Sea is good here, just because they want more food? It's an interesting one. But I will 2 food Ock here. I'm able to 2 food Ock here because I have food from Dentist, but okay, I don't get 2 food Ock. I guess we just take 3 more wood then. It's a slight bummer. Constable gets played. Okay, that's some wood. How do I feel about a Constable? I feel pretty good about a Constable, actually. I have Dairy Crier that helps me catch up on Constable things. I have a Crudité that can buy a veg. I don't have good grain production, but I have good way to fill my farm. Alright, we take 3 wood here. I take 3 wood. I'd be pretty happy to go 3 wood, like House Artist, SP Woodcart next round. We're definitely a little slow on getting set up and getting the rooms going, but people are freaking... Oh, Brook. Of course, we had to play Brook. We really didn't have to play Brook, but whatever. That's okay. It's okay. It's not ideal, but it's okay. I still might be able to just get, like, Ock into SP next round, which would be pretty good. The House Artist and getting Reed is a little slow at the moment, but we'll get there. Who has room parts, by the way? Nobody actually has room parts yet. Okay. Red should just open 4 wood, to be honest, but... Yeah, red should open 4 wood and build, but they're going to take more reed. That's... Oh, that's frustrating. I'm not getting a reed action this round then. Teal is going to take reedstone food and build. Ace of Spades going to take 4 wood. Yeah, this is a bit of a bummer from red starting a bunch early and handing value downstream, but that's how it goes. We also, from the get-go, we knew this was a bit of a tough position because of these things, but it's fine. We'll play this House Artist. We'll still get there eventually. Are we winning yet? No. We're not winning at all yet, but we're not. We're going to be able to SP Woodcart, possibly into 6 wood. I don't know that anybody takes 3 wood here. They should, though. Yeah, there goes the 3 wood, but... Dentist? Yeah, Dentist is getting used, too. It's good times. Yeah, I don't love our position, but it's okay. I guess I get to start player into Reedstone Food. Start player into Reedstone Food is pretty good. I go Reedstone Food and then I take 2 wood on the wheel. Oh, wow, I don't get start player. Wait, you're not building a room? Ace of Spade gets to build a room? Oh, you're playing fucking Cubbyhole into Reedstone Food into build. You're giving up so much build tempo. You should not be playing Cubbyhole, but thanks Clay Pit owner. This is part of why Cubbyhole sucks. This is terrible. This is a terrible game. This is terrible for them. Just absolutely awful planning from them. I'm incredibly annoyed, but I'll still play Woodcart. But this is not good for me because like they're going to open Reedstone Food, and I'm really reed trapped again. I guess I could go. Oh, I don't have enough wood because I'm dentisting. I have to take wood. Yeah, and then somebody's gonna take my traveling before I'm ready. This is a bit of a mess for me, but oh well. Oh well. We have a wood cart down already. We have good feeding. Can't be that bad, but getting read blocked this much is bad, and having people freaking not respect the build queue is pretty annoying. Like, Ace of Spade has gotten a lot of value from sitting after people doing dubious things, and I wish I was there, but it's not early growth, so that's actually just really the biggest key. Early growth would have been really disgusting, but this cubbyhole is just awful. Ace of Spade can start player now to get the next growth. Red builds the next room, like... Clay Pipe Owner seems Clay Pit Owner's pretty good, yeah. I like Clay Pit Owner a decent bit. I mean, it depends on the draft, but the Clay Pit Owner has been quite legit thus far, for sure. Anyhow, this is very easy. Take a bunch of wood. Take a bunch of wood. That's the good news of our game. Take a lot of wood. And our Clay Pit Owner's been good. But yeah, see, red builds here, like, this cubbyhole is so bad. Don't freaking play. Do not play cubbyhole in this position. Just build your room. You built a fireplace. You have the first sheep shack. You don't. Cubbyhole is terrible room tempo, terrible food tempo. Do not play this. This is why I wanted to rate Cubbyhole F. Cubbyhole's bad. You really like Parvenu also? I'm not that high on Parvenu, but Parvenu's fine. But Parvenu's not particularly strong. I think Clay Pit Owner's reasonably strong. It's not like great. Clay Pit Owner's probably high B tier. I don't think it's quite A tier, but Clay Pit Owner's good. You think Parvenu's strong? That's fine. You're allowed to think that. I don't think Parvenu's particularly good. My experience, at least on Play Agricola, is that Parvenu's not particularly good. Occasionally it lets you do some silly clay game plan or some other nonsense, but for the most part, Parvenu's just really average. Do I ever take single read here on the hope that I just get to take 5 food next round? Like, I can always try... Well, I can't try start build, because somebody will definitely take 6 food, but... Oh, Ace of Spades not even protecting growth. That's a bit surprising. Go Gadget Clay Pit Owner, though. Holy smokes. I mean, yeah, secure the Hearth. Although you also played a Joiner the Sea. Why are you taking a Hearth? I don't understand what's happening in this game. I'm really sad that I don't have room tempo, though, but I guess whatever. This might encourage red to start player, which looks really bad for me getting 6 food next round, but god, single read still might be my best action, especially because it might just come with a wood. Alternatively, like, I could take 4 more clay, just because it's my easiest clay action, and I might never need to take clay again, but god, this Clay Pit Owner has been great. 4 procs already is pretty wild. You think Parvenu could easily be 10 clay or 5 read? Yeah, but the problem with Parvenu is, if you already have 5 read, do you really need 5 more read? If you have 10 clay, do you really need 10 more clay? And are you really spending that many actions early? Like, you're spending actions taking clay, playing a card for more clay? Like, maybe you make that work. But I'm telling you, on average, Parvenu is pretty bad, in my opinion. Well, bad is a stretch, but Parvenu is not strong. But you can prove me wrong. I look forward to watching you take Parvenu highly and killing me with it, but... Or again, I just have to get used to the fact that you say a lot of things are strong, and I really need you to rank cards someday because you just say everything is strong, and you're not very good at you're not like me in terms of how I want to stratify things. Anyhow, God, am I really taking single read? I kind of want to take single read because I really want to be able to thread in building rooms. Like, I really, really want to be ready to build rooms, but I guess I should just try to get 2 read. I should really just try to get 2 read and double build. It's okay if I don't get this food stack. It's fine. I can build the rooms later. Let's just take lots of wood. Ace of Spade's a good player. Yeah, Ace of Spade is quite good. So, is Join to the Sea a feeding engine to not need Hearth? Join to the Sea is quite a bit of food, so you don't like super need Hearth early. I guess long term it's certainly reasonable to want Hearth, but it's slightly surprising to me to not be ready to squat for growth here. Like, this is a pretty big difference in growth. I would have expected them to be ready. Although, this could be a gambit that they just expect Red to not be ready to start player, because Red has already started a bunch too. It's an interesting gambit to claim that Red's not going to start. Wow, and yeah, indeed, that actually works for them. Okay, fair enough. Teal does get to build rooms, but again, this is bad for Teal. Like, this doesn't really work because I can, like, I get to build on a funky spot. Like, this cubbyhole is still really bad. Growth does flip. This is still incredible for Ace of Spade. No start players for growth. Just gets handed room, get handed growth. It's disgust. You think part of the problem with Parvenu is the same as cubbyhole? And they play a lot more into your playstyle compared to mine. That's fair enough. I do agree that there is definitely some playstyle things, but cubbyhole's still gross. But you are right that if you're willing to try to do some more setup, both of them are more reasonable. But anyhow, 2 read here looks really good for me. I'm very happy to get 2 read. The growth queue admittedly is awful for me. We really wanted late growth here. Getting read blocked early has definitely cost me. I should have taken more read at some point. Fat stock stretcher pretty legit with a Hearth. All sheep are now extra food. Teal has to take sheep then. So. Oh, Ace of Spade gave me a wood too. How nice. Lumen has a collector. Nice. You should probably be actually very careful about saying these things, because people might be watching my stream that are playing. I mean, they probably shouldn't be, but let's actually not talk about MSO tournament games at all. Just as a... Yeah. Red does start a woodcraft. They do what they're supposed to. Teal takes the sheep like they're supposed to. Cool. There is a 6 clay stack. I don't know that I want that, but... I do kind of want to just set up a triple build at this point, because, like, I'm slow enough to growing as is that I probably should just triple build. You can only see what's played. Sure. Fair enough. That's a good point. I wasn't 100% sure if you could only see what's played. I wasn't sure if Lumen was streaming or on a delay or what, but regardless, I'm still not going to talk about MSO games openly here. We'll let that tournament be. Yeah, I'm pretty tempted by just taking Reedstone food and then next round taking wood and triple building. The 6 clay is mildly tempting just because it's a ton of clay, but I don't really know what I'd do with it. Oh, I don't get Reedstone food. That's annoying. Well, now I am tempted by just taking 6 clay, and... I mean, there is a world where I build clay rooms with Parvenu. We could follow this exact special and just all of a sudden be a Parvenu land. We could Parvenu our rooms with 6 clay, have 20 clay, renovate, build clay rooms. I don't know that that makes a ton of sense. We're also still at read issues for doing that. I probably just take wood here and try to take Reedstone food triple build next round. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I think I still just take wood and then try to Reedstone food triple build. I really don't need the 6 clay. This clay pit owner's already given me a nice amount of clay. I mean, I could try to get a pottery or something, but it's fine. Let's just take really good wood actions while we continue to have easy access to 3 wood. I think part of the mistake in wood cart is assuming that you can get a lot of actions and then use your wood cart. But, like, I think you should use your wood cart pretty liberally in this mid-game when it's easy to get 3 wood actions, because the wood cart makes it really hard for, like, opponents to get wood later. And then opponents have to start prioritizing taking wood very heavily later. So I think it's very reasonable just to use it now. Who needs the Parvenu when you have wood cart? Yeah, that's basically kind of it. You've yet to see somebody really abuse Crudité. Like, should you aim to get it down in stage 2? It never seems to happen. I think aiming crudité that early is a bit unnecessary. I have a lot of food this game. The clay pit owner's giving us a lot of food. The dentist is gonna help feed us pretty well. I'm going to wind up building rooms on traveling, so like I don't really need the crudité for a feeding engine, it turns out. But I think crudité can be a very good way to feed. Being able to sow veggies and then just discard the top for tons of food, and then you harvest the veggies and just reset. Like you basically are able to turn the sow space into an incredible food action, and that can be a really useful thing for several games. Luminous tried to use crudité on his stream, although I think he leaned too hard into it one game and it didn't particularly go well. But anyhow, yes, crudité is still quite good. For a completely free card, crudité is quite good. But crudité has sick combos like Melon Patch. Yeah, even without like crazy combos, crudité can be okay on its own. But I don't want to like sing its praises too highly. But you've mostly watched them talk about how it's busted, but you've never seen it work out. I mean, it can be really efficient food, but I think you need more support for it than Lumen's been making it clear. Oh, hey, clay pit owner. Clay pit owner, yeah. All right, so that's a 5 proc clay pit owner through the first 2 stages. That's quite good. This is a atypical clay pit owner, but eventually ovens get played and shit too, and then we're even better off, but yeah, that's not very common, but you need setup right. Need the 3 food, ideally another veg source, and you need fields, and you need to have actions that you want to use sowing and generating food. Ideally, you're doing more than just generating food while you're sowing too. Like ideally, you're actually like not having to trash all the veggies and stuff, but. Ace of Spade takes 4 wood. That seems very reasonable. I think I take Reedstone food. Although, if I give red 4 wood, red can get back in the growth queue a lot faster than I like. Do I really need to triple build with this action? I don't. I'm going to continue taking lots of wood. I have a wood cart. I take lots of wood. This is part of how we win. I don't care if teal has to first action go. If nobody can build a room and nobody can threaten my growth, that's even better for me. I don't know that that's actually the case, but I do think just making wood really annoying is excellent. Make wood very annoying for these players. They have very little wood. I have tons of wood, which is great, because I'm going to use tons of wood on Steam Plow. We're going to slightly try to win this game on wood bullying. It's a constable game. Everybody wants to fence. Nobody can fence right now. I mean, they're going to be able to take wood because I can't fully, but I'm using wood on Dentist. I'm throwing away a lot of wood this game still. So I am happy to travel here, but I prefer Reedstone food. But if I Parvenu, I could build a lot of wood rooms. I mean, I could get more reed. I could Parvenu for 2 reed, but I'm not interested in that. I'd like to Reedstone food, but I will just travel. But I would like to Reedstone food. And then I'll travel next round and triple build and just be done with that. I might need to start player next round. Ace of Spade could take another Reedstone food here to threaten another room, but I still don't know what Ace of Spade's room plan, or like, I don't know what Ace of Spade's wood plan is. The Join of the Sea seems greedy to me, but maybe it was just an early food plan, which there is a lot of food in this game. Nobody is hungry. Nobody's hungry. The frickin' shovel bearer and all this other stuff. Yeah, he does take the Reedstone food. That's a bit unfortunate. I would have preferred that, but it's fine. I can take another build action later. Yeah, I can take another build action later. I would have liked that, but it's fine. I don't really know what Ace of Spade is doing. I kind of thought Ace of Spade might just be plowing and building the well and trying to get farming done, but it's reasonable enough to push for another room here. I'm pretty happy playing Steam Plow, Mining Hammer, not even sad about playing Fruit Ladder, so like I have improvements. Ooh, Ace of Spade undoes. Oh, even better. And he is just going to lean into plowing. I love it. What's the middle imp in the bottom row? Ladder and a tree? Yeah, I have a Fruit Ladder. Fruit Ladder costs 2 wood, it gives you a point, and you put a food on each remaining even round numbered space. It's a reasonable card to like go 3 wood start player with. It's not great. Like, you don't super need the trickles of food like that, but it's an okay thing. Anyhow, I'm pretty happy with Reedstone food into triple build. It looks like I'm okay with this. I mean, it's a little bit little bit spooky, but Ace of Spade does just go plow well. He does lean into the line I said of just getting the farming going. I think that's probably a good plan, unless he has a wood out. I think building more wood rooms is maybe a mistake, given that he played Constable. But I'm not sure. I'm liking my position a decent amount here. I really like having taken so much wood and used the wood card a lot early. I think it is pretty important that if you play wood cart, you really want to be using it during these type of rounds. There's just not that much time to use it in the end game. It's not that easy to get 3+2 wood, and that's when like wood cart's really strong. Is when you're still taking good wood actions and boosting them. It's pretty good if you're still taking 2 wood and getting 2 more wood. But I think it's really strong to do wood bullion type stuff like this. So the only big issue with this is like you do need to get into the growth queue, and I'm hoping to just fall into the growth queue here. And to be fair, it's not obvious that I'm going to fall into the growth queue. Like, it does look like Red's going to try to build another room, so I probably still have to start player for my growth, and that's annoying. That's definitely annoying, but I would love to just not have to start player for my growth. Although, hey, if Teal's taking 3 wood, I mean, is Red really going to take 3 wood instead of just taking, like, clay and trying to renovate and build clay rooms? I mean, they might, because... Oh, they also have Skillful Renovator, so they do have more wood than I think. Skillful Renovator is definitely going to help them out, but... At the same time, Red could just try to take 4 clay plus 3 food and then renovate here. That looks cleaner, but who knows what they'll do. I probably am just first action in build on traveling. It's probably the safest thing for me to do. Is just get the build out of the way. Ace of Spade just plows. I think that's very defensible in a Constable game. Yeah, I'm just going to travel. I'm not going to mess around with this. Let's just get our triple build out of the way. Can I do any dumb house fun arrangements? Not really. I'll just do this. Admittedly, I'm talking up how much wood I have, and, you know, suddenly I'm down to only 9 wood, and I still want a steam plow and fence and possibly stable, so lots of wood still desired. I have lots of wood cost miners, lots of wood. But yeah, assuming that Red doesn't take 2 wood here, I don't have to start player, and I'm hoping Red doesn't take 2 wood. I'm hoping Red just takes 4 clay, or takes more reed. Oh, and hopes to get a wood. Oh, that's a bit nasty. I forgot they could get a wood this way. That's annoying. Don't pay them. Don't pay them, Ace of Spade. Don't do it. I mean, he should do it, probably. Although, well, yeah, no, he probably should. He played the card. It's a wood to 3 food. That's a good conversion. Oh, but he doesn't. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna get greedy here, I think. I mean, do I? Yeah, I can get greedy, right? I can get greedy because Red can't start on me. Can't start and build. Oh, this is very good for us. Going to need crudité to feed now, you presume? No, not at all. We have Dentist. We're gonna get 3 food at the start of the next harvest from Dentist, and we just got 3 food from bottom feeding. We don't need crudité at all. We eventually are gonna need more food, to be fair, but we are not crudité currently. We're gonna mining hammers food, fruit ladder, some trickles of food. I mean, we're gonna have to pay food for steam plow, but anyhow, we might be starting next round just so that we can. I might be starting next round just so I can grow. Unclear on that front. Are all these players truly gonna just let us not have to fight for growth? Can I just get grow in round 10 without starting also? Because that'd be sweet. My action here is probably just 2 wood plus 2 wood and be annoying on wood. Like, these players still have very little wood, and wood bullying them is pretty fun. And I need just a ton of wood, just an insane piles of wood. I need all the wood. I don't mind 5 food fishing because I eventually do need more food, and 5 food's pretty good. But I can maybe still get Patch Caretaker down later and do crudité things. I don't know. 4 clay goes. It's fine. I'm gonna take more wood. I'm going to continue to claim using woodcart while I can is good, and I think my opponents are in pretty big wood problems, except for the skillful renovator. I think red's wood is actually okay. I think red has okay wood, but red has a casual worker. Okay, red also has stable help when people take stone. Although we have late quarry, I don't know that stone is... Well, stone will get taken eventually. Ace of Spade just takes a grain. Ace of Spade just doing lots of farming things. It looks a little slow, though. Ace of Spade's game looks fine, but yeah, kind of slow. In particular, Ace of Spades' game would look great if he could just fence right now and be breeding animals with his heart and fat stock stretcher, but he can't do that. Ace of Spade might be going veg sow. It does look like Ace of Spade might be trying to go veg sow next round and get the crops in the ground so that they can pull them out and then multiply them by the very end of the game. That's actually a reasonable way to get some advancement. Ace of Spade might aim for 3 sheep here too, just because that's 9 food, and that really feeds him well, but unclear. The upshot is Ace of Spade does not look like he's going for rooms. It doesn't look like Teal can go for rooms. So I think I'm not going to protect growth here. I literally think I'm not protecting grow by starting. I think I'm just going to... Stock Protector gets played. That's some wood help, but that's weak wood help. I'm not very high on Stock Protector. Omni Farmer. Omni Farmer's pretty good. Okay. So Teal plans to fence into animals as the remaining 2 actions. That's fine. This cubbyhole is so bad. This cubbyhole is so bad, team. This is why I wanted to rate this F tier. They threw away early resources, had really bad grow tempo because of it. It's giving them almost no food. They don't have resources to build more rooms. This is how cubbyhole traps you and kills your game. Do not play cubbyhole like this. I'm totally willing to believe cubbyhole has a niche and that it is playable and has uses. But on average, cubbyhole's bad. That's what I want everybody to remember. Average cubbyhole, not good. You need to have specific situation for cubbyhole to shine. I'm really tempted to just keep spamming wood. I mean, if I take wood here, red might take wood, build and start player because they're not super high rated. I don't think that's a very good line for them, but they might do it. I don't want them to do it, but you think it's okay if you have one of the ox which gives a reed in wood? I mean, there's very few of those, but again, we're talking about a niche circumstance. I'm now playing an Ock just so I can play cubbyhole, and then I'm building rooms and hopefully making it work. Like, again, it can work. I'm not saying it can never work. I'm saying I think it very much on average traps players into doing bad things instead of doing good things. Am I playing Steam Plow and using Steam Plow already? Because if so, do I actually have enough food? It's not obvious I have enough food if I'm Steam Plowing right away, but I really kind of do want to start Steam Plowing. I probably should just start player, to be honest. I have quite a few miners I want to play. I probably should just start player. It's pretty greedy not to start player here. I can start player fruit ladder, still get 3 food out of fruit ladder. I can grow Steam Plow, can grow Mining Hammer. It's probably what I should do. It's very tempting to just not and hope that I just get grow. It's very tempting, though, to just hope I don't have to and I can buy an extra action of taking wood. I really want to take wood here. I don't want red to jump me, but maybe it's okay. You know what? Fine. It's okay. Let's just spam wood. Let's just do it. I'm literally just going to spam wood. They are going for the 2 wood. Yeah, that's okay. It's a slight bummer. Maybe Ace of Spade has a reason to start player for us, but I'm pretty sure Ace of Spade is taking a veg and sowing, and I'm pretty sure Teal is fencing into sheep. So yeah, I think red is unfortunately going to go for this build line, but oh well. But it's a bummer. It works with stuff like that, and even then it's situational. Yeah. Growing first seems okay. Oh, yeah, good point, HIKLJ. I could have grown first there. That maybe was the safer line, actually. Just grow first and see what happens on the wheel. Yeah, that's a good point. That's actually probably what I was supposed to do there. I just always, like, ignore grow first when I don't have to, because why would I? But that here was actually a useful delay move. But, oh well. Red's going to jump us. I think it's pretty bad for Red's game, but Red doesn't know that. They're a 152. It's fine. Teal gets defense and takes sheep. That's good. Ace of spade, again, presumably is going veg, so... Yep. That does mean that Teal is going to be able to fence into 3 pigs next round, which is also pretty gross. But that's what we've done. It's fine. I am going to play Fruit Ladder still. I like... Fruit Ladder is 2 wood to a point and 3 food. I think that's an okay trade here still. Not playing Steam Plow yet. It's a little spooky, but I only need 4 fields from Steam Plow, and maybe not even that many. It's fine. I don't need that many. Red does build a room. They're going to start player, presumably. Although maybe they just don't start. That'd be cool. That'd be cute if they just don't start because they have no miners left. But no, we have to assume they're going to start and they just enjoy building rooms and never fencing and never building a farm and losing. But you know, people do that. I might get 4 stone next round. That'd be pretty cute. I would certainly like 4 stone. I don't super need 4 stone, but actually 4 stone sets up like renos. I would like to renovate. Red does unfortunately go for the start. I think this is pretty bad, although their wood is still not as bad as I'm saying because of skillful, but it is start player nada. Ugh, gross, but also well, I guess what else are they supposed to do? I'm supposed to just not let them do this. It's fine. Can't expect people to get totally just out of my way and just let me do everything I want to do. But Dentist is doing some good work for us. If I had a godly spouse. Yeah, that's true, but I don't. You mean unreasonable to think nobody's going to build together the rest of the game? I mean, I think it wasn't that unreasonable to think nobody was going to build that round. I still think Red is supposed to build in clay. Like, Red had the read and was super prepared to just take 4 clay, renovate, build a room, and then grow into that clay room. I think that's significantly stronger for them, like, by quite a bit. I think there's a lot of reasons for them to do that, and instead they've done this, but it's fine. You agree with that for sure? Yeah, I mean, that, like, to be clear, I'm not expecting truly everybody to just let me grow without impunity. But I am kind of expecting them not to build wood rooms, because I don't think they can really afford wood rooms. But, you know, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, Red used their round on SP Nada and 2 wood. That's not efficient. That's not efficient. That's not how you win Agricola, but it's okay. Again, I've used some really strong actions. I've still not start player to grow. I think I'm getting grow at 11 without having to start for it. I'll probably get grow in 12 without having to start for it. Because I just don't think Ace of Spade or Teal are trying to build rooms. Teal is definitely trying to do Omni Farmer things. Again, Teal is going to fence into 3 pigs, which is pretty sweet for them. Ace of Spade is probably just taking 3 wood, so I probably am getting 4 stone at least, which is a pretty big coup also, because, like, I get to take 4 stone into renos. It seems great. Seems really good. I still do have some pretty sick Steam Plow coming up. My feeding is still pretty good. So, this is still going to work. Does start plus nothing mean grow nothing? Yes, presumably. And indeed it did. They also went SP nada, grow nada. Which is part of why SPing twice in stage 1 always comes back to bite you. Because you SP twice in stage 1, and then you SP to grow, and then you grow with something, and now you've already played a lot of your best miners. But sometimes it works. But this is also part of why I prefer Draft 8. Like, in draft 10, this works a lot better because you likely have a lot of miners that are worth playing. And so it hyper incentivizes growth strats instead of farming stuff. I really do want to get back to playing more draft 8. Sad junk room. Yeah, it is a pretty sad junk room when you don't actually have the stuff to justify it. But anyhow, I'm very happy with this big pile of stone. I don't mind taking a clay stack and trying to build pottery, but there goes one of the clay piles finally. It's fine. It's a decent time for the shovel bear to go off. I mean, I have all the stone. Well, not all the stone. What is teal doing with their stone? Unclear. Teal takes reedstone food, suggesting a reno. But they also have no actions left. Ace of Spades just gets the plow in like they should. Okay, yep, nobody's building a room at least, so that's the good news. I might just take 4... I guess I should take my 2 reed. 2 reed is my reno reed. I should take my reno parts. And maybe I should just reno the pottery anyhow, huh? I mean, there's quite a bit of clay left, right? Right? Anyhow, this 2 reed's good. This 2 reed's very good. You think next season will be draft 8? You have a feeling that the draft 10 to weed out a lot of bugs? No, people voted for it, Catchy. They don't, to be clear, it got voted for. It's not like BGA admins or anybody was like, oh, this is clearly better for everyone. No, it just got voted through. We have no guarantee that the voters won't just pick draft 10 again. I would like it to go back to draft 8. A lot of people would, but you gotta be a guru to have a say. Stockman gets played with the casual worker. That's a cute combo. Wouldn't draft 10 reduce the variety of pick cards anyway? I don't know. Ace of Spades start players. We like that. I like being not last. All right, so the real question, am I reno pottery here? Oh, I can't reno pottery. What am I talking about? I don't have enough clay to reno pottery. Duh. Who is going to yell at me for that? Maybe I do just take 4 clay. Milk jug gets played. That's a lot of food. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely growing with Steam Plow and starting to use Steam Plow next round. So I can still get 4 fields from Steam Plow. Oh, I don't have Mining Hammer in play yet either. So I kind of don't want to reno yet. Oh, also Clay Pit Owner just fired again. Oh my god, this Clay Pit Owner. This Clay Pit Owner, 6 and 6. That's a pretty good Clay Pit Owner. Pretty good Clay Pit Owner, especially since it does look like purple's probably going to reno the other hearth at some point. So Clay Pit Owner going to go again. I think I do go for Clay Pottery then. I mean, I don't guaranteedly Pottery unless I reno first action, and I'd like to take wood first action. But maybe I should just reno pottery. The reno queue is actually a nightmare. Nobody's renovated yet. Oh, you know what? I actually like 4 clay and just reno pottery. Yes, I don't have Mining Hammer down, but I just don't play Mining Hammer. It's fine. Letting somebody have 4 wood here is a little bit gross, but I think I'm in a strong enough spot that this is acceptable. Pottery is reasonable food support for me. It's reasonable point support. It's a little bit sad that I've not fenced yet. This is an excellent round to fence, but I'm a little behind on actions. This is one thing I have done to myself, so I'm okay with this. I think this is acceptable. My animals catch up reasonably quickly with Dairy Crier actually also. So I forgot about that. I'd love to take 3 wood here, but I do think the reno queue is really annoying. There's a lot of renos desired. And also this pottery is maybe desired. I'm not sure, but somebody's building ovens and stuff someday too. This Clay Pit Owner has actually been really, really good. But yeah, let's just do this. This is some nice extra food I have now for a while. I'm also really close to my stone reno. I'll eventually take 2 stone. I'll get the stone reno into. I'll have a 5-room stone house. I'll have a good farm. I grow with a steam plow. I start plowing a bunch. I will 100% take 2 wood on the wheel if I'm allowed to. I mean, this is still where wood cart's a little scary of like, how much do I get to take wood actions? But I think it goes plow, and I think Ace of Spades just going to settle for fence 13. Oh, it's not plow. Is this an oven? It's a hearth upgrade. Okay, that's fine by me. Clay Pit Owner still goes. Go Gadget Clay Pit Owner. I don't know that I've had a Clay Pit Owner this good in quite some time. To be clear, Clay Pit Owner is not usually this good. I think Clay Pit Owner should expect like 5 or 6 procs, but in a good miners draft, it can definitely go off like this. And it's definitely been a good miners draft. Chop house, junk room, cubby hole, milk jug, all triggering is pretty sweet. Also, the fact that I don't need a hearth myself has been pretty helpful. Nobody needing ovens is a little bit of a bummer, but if you click on it, will it tell you how many times it triggered? Yeah, it's gone 8 or 7. Oh, okay, 7. I thought it was 8, but oh yeah, this was a direct hearth build, but 7 thus far. I mean, 7 food, 7 clay. It's pretty dang good. I'm definitely growing, but I said I want to just take wood. I don't need to take plow. Like, I mean, taking plow is good, but taking wood and just steam plowing a bunch is going to be very effective. And yeah, nobody's building more rooms, so I get to... Yeah, this is pretty good. Am I going to hit Constable? I do have a little bit of work to hit Constable, and I am a little bit action short, but this still looks pretty good to me. I mean, my best opponent is Ace of Spade, who's like eking together a farm, but doesn't have particularly efficient things going on. Ace of Spade basically has to take cow here in order to feed. They are going to get okay animals, but yeah, it just doesn't look good enough. Fur cutter for teal, okay. That's a cute way to try to generate some wood. It's a bit late. But what else? Dung collector. Ooh, okay. Teal's game is also looking good. Teal does have multiple breeding animals, which will trigger the dung collector. Teal has the Omni Farmer stuff set up. Although, how is Teal feeding? Wait a sec. How is Teal feeding? Teal's food's not very good. Ace of Spade takes the sheep, not the cow? Wait a sec. What? They're just hoping the cow gets taken? I guess they're just hoping the cow gets taken. Well, they have fat stock stretcher, I guess. They can just eat those sheep, but Ace of Spade is really hoping that cow gets taken, which I guess red has 2 actions on a pretty bad board. I kind of expect red just to start player because that seems like the thing they do, but anyhow, we get a steam plow down here. Steam plow food is a little bit annoying here, but dentist plus pottery is definitely helping us, but I do eventually need to take more food. I do eventually need more food. Dentist and pottery plus paying for steam plow and a big family is not totally going to get us through. Oh, Teal takes the cow. Oh, I forgot Teal had an action left. Teal takes the cow, and I get food too. Yay, milk jug food. Okay, I approve. Dairy Crier looks pretty sweet for me. I mean, yeah, it helps my opponents, but it helps my opponents less than it helps me, which is usually how I feel about Dairy Crier. The Patch Caretaker probably isn't getting played, so I probably am trying to pay 3 food for crudité. Nah, I'm just going to manually take a veg. My crops are probably going to suck, but that's fine. Steam Plow is going to do a lot of work. I do still need a lot of wood. I really do want to just keep taking wood. I still want to pay wood for dentist. Still paying wood for dentist. Definitely want to eat a clay. Definitely want to eat a clay. But yeah, I again, for being behind points, I do think we've set up a really nice game still. I have a big fence action coming. I have my fields coming. I still have a grow action. I'm pretty close to a big reno. I think I can hit Constable still. I think I'm gonna hit Constable, but did the makers of Agricola have to pay to use my likeness for Parvenu? Do some push-ups. I was about to say. I looked at the Parvenu picture and then I'm like, oh shit. I did eat a clay, right? Yeah, I ate a clay. Okay, I got distracted by HIKLJ's there. All right, HIKLJ. I'm glad that you're here to make sure I'm still doing stuff. I admit I've been pretty spotty on workouts lately, which hasn't been great, but that's partly due to frickin' been ill. But yeah. But anyhow, I think I'm winning this game at the moment, but I'm not 100% sure yet. What I am excited about is I am very excited about a Draft 8 game. This Draft 8 game just literally feels quite a bit different than Draft 9 to me. Like, we're back to like, oh, people are like kind of having to scrounge a little and people are having some reasonable small house games, although it still does look like Big House is winning right here, but it's only because I don't think Ace of Spade actually had efficient enough support here. Like, Ace of Spades cards aren't actually doing much. Oh, but Ace of Spades hits growth. I mean, that's a big difference. I get to spam wood though. Yes, please. I don't really need plow. I need wood. All the wood. It looks like I can fence this round. Fencing this round seems pretty good. Yeah, fencing seems quite good. Although I guess teal could do their fence shenanigans with stock protector, but I do like to take 2 stone. 2 stone's not a bad action. I mean, 3 stone's a fine action, but I think fence. I mean, I should never get the pigs. Ace of Spades should take the pigs, but I could take a cow. Taking 1 cow is pretty good for me because of Dairy Crier. Teal starts. Okay. Yeah, Ace of Spades will take the pigs. Ace of Spades also going to want to take a cow someday, though. I might just take cow here, actually, and then fence. I mean, fences are kind of contested, though, too. Maybe I should just fence first. But I really like taking a cow so I can play Dairy Crier and then have breeding sheep and breeding cows. Yeah. I'm going to grow with Mining Hammer because Mining Hammer is a point and a food. I don't think I want to pay for crudité. I don't actually have enough food to keep paying for Steam Plow and the Big Family. I mean, I kind of do have enough food to keep paying for Steam Plow and the Big Family if I'm not paying 3 food for crudité. But I don't know that I can afford 3 food crudité. God, taking the cow is very tempting here. I just don't know that I get fences back, and that seems really annoying. Yeah, not getting fences is annoying, but I never get cow back. Ah, the problem is like teal maybe should just fence because it comes with 2 wood, and the board is pretty bad. So hopefully I can just get cow first action next round, I guess. I think I'm just fencing like this, but there is an argument for me to fence 14, but like I think I just steam plow 3 fields and don't fight at all for plows. I think my opponents are fighting for plows. I think I should just commit to steam plowing 3 times. I definitely could try for 1 more field, but yeah, that feels like a not an important use of time for me. I mean, I could fence 1 less, but saving 1 wood doesn't seem particularly important either. So I'd like to go cow. If I don't get cow, I'd like to take stone. The red OQ again is nasty. Um, the red OQ is definitely nasty. Red really would like to last action Reno someday due to Skillful Renovator, but who knows when that's going to be. Teal. Oh, Teal didn't start player, but now they do. Teal has Sheep Rug. Ooh, that's right, the Sheep Rug. Oh, that's quite good for Teal. Teal gets to also copy grow. Teal and Ace of Spade are definitely, that's good. Ace of Spade takes the obvious cow move. Okay, yep. All right. I can take stone, or I could start getting my crops. It might be smarter for me to take like veg or grain here for might be smarter for me to take veg or grain here rather than worried about the stone. Although threatening the Reno is also kind of useful because, like, the Reno Q is still just awful. The Reno Q is actually awful still. Freaking nobody's renovated this round. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 Renos left. I really do want one of them. I'm one like I have 2 actions to Reno. Like, yeah, let's just do it. We'll hand red their stable. It's fine. I'd like to be in the Reno queue. And I do still have a veg out. I can crudité the veg if I need to. So like really I need to be able to get a grain action and a pig action. I can play Dairy Crier next round, which is part of the plan. There is a renovate. Red's not going to greed it longer. That's probably a very that's actually a pretty high level move. Don't greed the Reno for even longer. Just take it here for 3 wood. I think that's actually very justifiable. Clay pit owner, clay pit owner, clay pit owner stocks are up to 8. That's with no ovens built. No ovens built. 8. 8 clay, 8 food. Good times. Good times. That was a copy growth. Yep, obvious. I would like to grow also. Give me a mining hammer. Is a point and a food. That's fine. I steam plow here. I do need to take wood this next round. I don't think it should be too hard to take 2 wood, although maybe. Some of my opponents still need wood. Ace of Spade needs to fill their farmyard spaces. Ace of Spade would like plow sow, but teal... Oh, teal maybe doesn't take plow sow because they don't have... Teal doesn't have crops. Teal not having crops is kind of a big issue for them, especially for their Omni Farmer. Teal would really like some crops for their Omni Farmer. All right, I've caught up to 23 points, and I have more actions than Ace of Spade, and I still have crazy good actions. Okay, yeah, this game looks pretty won, right? I need to play Dairy Crier this round, so the cow is still really valuable. I still really like the cow. I might first action cow. Like, I really like having the cow here. But, I mean, I guess Ace of Spade also might really like the cow. I'm not sure. I don't super need the cow, but it's a 2-point move to breed cows. Like, I like cow. I like cow, pig, veg, grain, just get, like, all the shit done. I do need a wood action, and I need Dairy Criers in action. I don't need a food action, which is nice. I'd like to pay a wood to dentist still, though. A wood to 2 food. Okay, wait a sec. How much wood do I owe? I owe 4 wood for plows. And I'd like to pay 1 wood to dentist. I don't need to pay 2 wood to dentist. That's overkill. So I need one of the 2 wood actions in order to plow twice and pay 1 wood to dentist. And then not build more stables, but that's fine. I don't have time for stables. Okay, I have time for the cow then. I'm gonna greed the cow for extra points. I do like Ace of Spades Milk Jug a lot. Milk Jug has been really huge for Ace of Spades late game food, which kind of is a combo with Joint of the Sea. Joint of the Sea is a bunch of early game food. Joint of the Sea gave him 11 food that I'm not sure how else he generates efficiently, and then Milk Jug is going to wind up giving him 12 food. And then Fat Stock Stretcher is going to have given him some food, right? That one doesn't have stats, but... all right, the pig is there. I think I will take the pig. The veg is not there, noticeably, which is fair enough. Teal really wants to get that veg in the ground. Yeah, let's just get this pig. And then I can play Dairy Crier. I can try to take the grain. I'd like to take the grain and then play Dairy Crier, I guess. Ooh, and I also need to take wood. I need to take wood. All right, next action has to be wood, assuming I'm allowed to. Teal is just going to plant the veg so that they can Omni Farmer it. This is not a particularly strong Omni Farmer. You need crops earlier than this so that you can open plow sow. Like, having to go plow sow, veg, sow bake is a sad sequence of events. I'm not sure I would have I'm not sure I would have grown last round, actually, interestingly. Maybe growing last round's a mistake, right? If you're going to do this sequence, instead of growing, last round you take a crop. And you open this round plow sow, and then you start growing. But Ace of Spades start players. I like that. Not that it matters a ton for us, but just a chill butter churn. It's good. Reno pressure. Yeah, nobody's renovated yet. So, I mean, I could reno this round, but the renovate doesn't really matter to me. I think Constable matters more at the moment. But yeah, you are correct, actually. The reno pressure is something to pay attention to. This is a spicy one. Yeah, the renos are... Oh, wow, yeah, purple got in the queue. Oh, I missed that purple got in the queue, too. Purple took stone. I mean, I guess, yeah, getting... Oh, I said I was taking wood here. Whoops, I didn't take wood either. That was a mistake. But red has enough wood now. Yeah, the Reno queue is actually horrible. I have to first action Reno. I don't want a first action Reno. Although, actually, I can first action Reno, right? Like, what else do I need to do? I can Reno Crudite? I mean, I can Reno Crudite, and, like, I'll just have to take some food off the bottom feeding or something, and then I take a bunch of clay. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, that still assumes I get Ock. I needed to take wood and Ock this round, but I think I get that. And then, yeah, I think this works out nicely. I think this endgame goes well. Teal grows, that makes sense. Ace of Spade does, I don't know what. They can't sow. They really want plow sow next round, yeah. That is going to be a really good plow sow for them next round. Really gets their crop points up there. Ace of Spade might just never be renovating, because, yeah, I don't think they're first actioning Reno. So, yeah, the Reno queue really, really, really ugly.
I'm really glad that I prioritized renovating in round 11. I mean, I am sad that I, again, had to sacrifice slight wood and stuff, but I think reading the reno pressure in round 11 was a really good move for me. Getting one reno out of the way, because, yeah, this is awful that nobody... Reno flipped in round 5, and then just nobody renovated until round 11, even though some people have been sitting on reno parts for a long time. It's another good reason that I think Red probably should have renovated earlier in the game and built a clay room instead of wood rooms, but Ace of Spades just going to build a single stable with their leftover wood. This also technically lets them breed 3 types, but like doesn't look to be important. I'm actually slightly surprised Ace of Spades is doing this rather than holding onto that wood for paying people with Joiner of the Sea. Yeah, maybe that's what he's realizing now. I don't think that stable move makes much sense. But admittedly, no move here looks really good for Ace of Spades, so that's kind of a bummer. Like, is he just taking 5 food? But it's for Constable. Oh, the stable's for Constable. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's true. They have to fill in their farmyard still. Yeah, that's a good point. Filling in their farmyard with that stable is pretty defensible. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Also, nobody fenced this round. Red's just going to get last action fencing. That's kind of crazy. Slightly wild that Teal didn't fence this round, but I guess, again, Teal is so focused on trying to make this Omni Farmer work, but... I'd like to once again point out that this cubbyhole was so bad from Teal. Like, if you have a sheep rug as a part of your game plan along with Dung Collector, do not play freaking cubbyhole. Like, just build your room in round 4. Don't SP cubbyhole. Like, Teal's game would be so much smoother if they just built. But anyhow, you think 2 wood's better for them? Safer, and it makes it tougher for me? Yeah, that's true. It definitely would be annoying for me if they took wood here, but I'll still live. But it definitely will be more annoying. I mean, it means that I might not get Constable, I guess. Well, I still probably get Constable. I just am forced to open Plow and then take wood, but agree that the cubbyhole is bad in this case. I mean, obviously, the cubbyhole is like really bad in this case. Like, playing cubbyhole for them in round 4 instead of building looks just... I'm stressing it because it's really bad. It's not even just like a small error. It looks like a big error. But anyhow, I have to open Reno? No. I mean, or I just punt the Reno. I mean, punting Reno is an option for me. But now I just get everything. Now I just get everything. Turned up late. What's the second Ock we played? It is Dentist. At the start of each harvest, we can put a wood on this card from our supply, and then immediately in the feeding phase, for each wood on the card, we get a food. So, Dentist currently has 4 wood on it, so it's currently giving us 4 food in this harvest. However, I'm going to put 1 more wood on it. So it's going to give me 5 food in this harvest, and it's going to give me 5 food in the final harvest. So Dentist, we've paid Dentist 5 wood, and we've played it stage 1. And we're getting 1, 3, 6, 10. We're getting 20 food. So we had to play a card and spend 5 wood to get 20 food throughout the game. It's fine. Dentist is not usually a card I'm particularly high on, but with wood card I liked it because I play the Dentist to help get the early wood cart going, and I have the wood cart to help generate lots of wood. But helps with the wood cart wood bully game, yes. I'd also like to stress that, yeah, again, if you're gonna... Okay, everybody else gets their sheep before I get my cow? Weird. It's a little scary to confirm, but congrats, players. I'm giving you free sheep. Congrats, everybody. Anyhow, yeah, I'd like to stress that this is part of how I think Woodcart actually wins games, is like, you need to get it played early, and you need to use it aggressively during the mid-game. Trying to grow fast and then aggressively use it after you grow is often really hard because everybody else still needs to take wood and they prioritize taking 3 wood in front of you, and then you can't actually use that many actions taking wood. But wood cart for us this game, we got to we camped on 3 wood. We used 2 wood a decent amount. Does woodcart have stats? That's wild. Why does woodcart not have stats? I'm genuinely curious how much wood this woodcart was. It's quite a lot though. Our game was basically take wood. It's been pretty fun actually because we really had very little else we had to do this game besides take wood. We took a lot of wood, built a bunch of rooms, took a lot of wood to get plows, took a bunch of wood to plant with, we took a bunch of wood to improvement with. It's been good. It's been good stuff. Anyhow, this game looks pretty won, right? Like, I'm going to renovate Crudite as my first action. I'm going to get a stable when I do that. I'm breeding some points. I'm going to hit Constable because I do get a plow in the final round off of Steam Plow. So, it seems pretty winning. I'm going to get a big clay pile this round. Yeah, this seems like a pretty big win, actually. I'm going to eat clay, because I still want food. Still want food, even with the dentist. I'm paying 3 food for crudite is really what's happening here. Like, I'm going to need a bunch of food to pay for crudite and steam plow coming up, right? I have 5 food. I have 10 food. I have 12 food, but I'm going to need 14 food, so I'm still not fed. Even with the milk jug food that I get, I'm still not fed. I actually need a food action. But this is a good game. This is a fun one. Teal looks like they're kind of suffering here in the end game. I mean, their Omni farm is working, but their farm is pretty lacking. I mean, I guess they're getting Reno fences here. Yeah, they do get Reno fence. Ace of Spade is going to have a pretty good game. They have a huge Plowsow. Like, this Plowsow is absolutely disgusting from Ace of Spade. And then I think Ace of Spade is getting Grow. Because I think Red is also going to try to hit Constable. Red should first action Plow and then try to get a Pig. So yeah, my opponents are at least going to put together reasonable games, but I think Ace of Spade is going to cap at mid 40s. Like Plowsow is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like a 9-point Plowsow or something. Takes them up to like 40 something, and then they grow. But I don't think they have a lot else after that, because they're also not getting Reno. I don't think, but maybe they have a Reno out that I don't know about. That would certainly help, um, but yeah, they go up to 42. It's quite good. I probably shouldn't have this completely counted as a win yet. I'm not sure I completely have a win, but it feels like it's one. Yeah, I'm at 42, but really I'm at 47 already, plus breeding. I'm really at 49. Okay, yeah, this is pretty one. I'm already at 49 with the steam plow. I guess I owe food, so I'm not really at 49. I'm at... Yeah, I do need one more food action, right? Because currently... Yeah, currently I can't afford steam plow and my family. I'm short. I have 5 food from dentist, 2 food from pottery. Oh, I had a food from fruit tree though. Wait a sec. I am fed. I am fed. I have 5 food from dentist. I have 3 food from fruit tree, and I'm going to get a food from milk jug. I forgot the fruit tree food. Okay, we are fed. We actually are totally at 49 exact C's. So I really am just taking actions that give me points from here on out. Teal doesn't Reno fence. Teal not Reno fencing is crazy, given that they have Stockyard Protector. Ace of Spade gets Reno here if he wants it. Yeah, that's very weird. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. Kudos. I can sow, but sowing doesn't really give me that many points at the moment. So I think I'll greed it by taking a veg and then hoping to get to sow crops. Doesn't seem particularly likely, but also, what else am I doing?
I am taking a clay stack, right? Yeah, I should take a clay move. Should take a clay move, but I'm allowed to try to do this. Red takes the pig, that makes sense. Oh yeah, I should get so big here then. Yeah, I actually do get so big back, so that's cute. Teal takes their grain, but they're not going to get in the ground, so their Omni Farmer is going to fall short here. Ace of Spade gets grow back. Ace of Spade's game, pretty good. Just not quite good enough, but Ace of Spade does get closer than I thought by just getting a really solid Constable farm. Although this last round broke really well for Ace of Spade, but it's also broken well for me. So yeah, this endgame's also broke well for me for sure. But I take clay here, and then what else am I doing? I don't know that I have another move. Yeah, I don't really think I have a move besides tiebreaker after taking a clay stack, but that's fine. Oh, actually, I guess if I take a huge clay pile, I could build a fireplace. Oh no! Oh, I can build a clay oven though. Oh, that's cute. I actually can build clay oven here. If I get the 8 clay, I could go clay oven last action, which would be pretty cool. This is still a wild clay pit owner for no ovens. Like 9 and 9. Oh, because another fireplace got built. When did that happen? Weird. Anyhow, yeah, 9 and 9 proc clay pit owner, and that's without ovens. Like this could have, if somebody wanted ovens this game, this could have been like an 11 clay pit owner, along with 11 food. That's pretty nutty, but this has helped us a lot this game actually. Clay pit owner's done quite a lot. House artist did quite a lot. House artist was 3 reed. It's pretty big. Dentist has been a lot of food. Rocks did a lot. Woodcart did a lot. So all of our early setup really did pay off pretty big ways. It's a lot of help. Clay pit owner seems very good. I mean, again, I want to stress that this was about the best clay pit owner game I've ever seen. To be honest, like this is about as good as it can possibly be. It triggered like 5 times in the first 2 stages. That's atypical. I would expect to get like 3 procs through the first 2 stages on average, and like some games you're only going to get like 2. Like it really depends on the minor draft, and then it's also not a guarantee that everybody builds cookeries in the end game repeatedly or that people upgrade. I was wondering if Ace of Spade had a Lord of the Manor game. That is unfortunate that they couldn't get more wood to fence with, but still a 3-point thing. How close to me are they? They're going to breed a point to 51? I still have them, but dang. Yeah, that's a good game from them too. It's well done from them. I think I get Clay Oven back here though, so I think I am ultimately quite ahead of them, but oh hey, here you are. It probably hits on the stone oven too. Oh wait, Teal's about to build stone oven. Oh duh, Teal builds stone oven. I probably should have built clay oven and then got the clay. Yeah, Teal should build stone oven here. Whoops. Or Teal should fence. Teal also needs fences. I don't know, whatever. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. Anyhow, really nice game, Ace of Spade. I wasn't sure how good your end game was gonna be, but you really got the right things in the end here, hitting growth and stuff. But you think you might have played it too safe, but it was tough. That woodcart was amazing for me here. Yeah, I mean that's basically what I've been saying during the mid game. I basically said that I really got to wood bully the table, and it looks like your game involved taking more wood. I thought once you played Joiner the Sea and then Constable that you had some more wood help. Like there was some wood help in the draft, but like understandably Skillful was here and oh, Major Minor gets blocked. Okay, well sad days. I don't get Clay Oven last action, but it's still okay. We still have it here, but my mid game was slow. Yeah, Ace of Spades mid game was really slow. Like Ace of Spade couldn't do a lot. I mean, I think taking the plows and then just manually taking the crops and sowing them so that they multiplied by the end of the game was really good. Like you managed to max crops off of a single veg and a single grain sown in the round 9 harvest, right? Like that. This is a pretty good example of how you can really multiply crops if you focus on that. But yeah, not getting efficient wood grabs really cost you, but you wanted the early food, you misplayed it a little, but you were 1 action away from Autumn Mother Stage 1. Oh, you were trying to Autumn Mother Stage 1. Wow, okay. I see. That makes more sense too. I forgot about Autumn Mother. I kind of forget about Autumn Mother because it's actually one of the few growth cheats that I don't really fear because it's so expensive food-wise that it usually actually isn't that scary in my experience. But yeah. You also forgot about the steam plow, and you thought the plows were going to be even tighter than they turned out to be. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. You played an early constable and nobody was plowing, so I thought your mid-game plows were very justifiable. But yeah, exactly. I mean, I obviously ignored it because of steam plow. Um, but steam plow also is a pretty monstrous find for me here. Like, I didn't know about constable even, but it allowed me to have this. It allowed me to have this game where I just grew. I grew pretty slowly, but I was just still so efficient with feeding. Again, this clay pit owner was crazy sick this game, but clay pit owner and dentist like pretty much has fed me this game along with the bottom feeding of house artist and then trickles of food. Like I've just totally survived off of a trickle feeding game plan, but that's meant that I've not had to take any inefficient food actions, which is really weird. Like, this is not that typical, but it really worked well. The clay pit owner in particular is just crazy how many procs I got, but you didn't see wood injection, so you weren't worried about passing the wood stuff. Yeah, I mean, I first picked wood cart, right? And you don't know that, but I wound up with a decent game for getting the wood cart down early. And then, much as I've been harping on in this stream, I think part of having a very good wood cart game is you really have to just pummel the wood piles during the mid game. Like, I think way too many people play woodcart kind of too late and then just dream that they're going to get to spam 2 wood piles during the mid and end game. But the problem is, as soon as you play woodcart, you warp the wood economy for everybody else too. Nobody else can get wood efficiently, and it causes everybody to take crummy wood actions. So I think being able to just take 3 and 4 wood constantly during these stage 2, stage 3 is like really punishing to the table. But I also got lucky that I got grow in 9 without having to start player for it. Like, it's a little bit lucky that none of you had a way to build more rooms, but it's partly because I got to wood bully you, so none of you could afford to build rooms. But anyhow, yeah, the game broke. The game broke well for me too. You were first picking 3 wood during the mid game. Yeah, correct. I forced a bunch of you to have to first pick a bunch of stuff. I could pay another wood to dentist, but I don't need to. Yeah, I don't need to. I have exactly enough food. Not pay the dentist. So I end up at 54. Ace of Spades ends at 51. I mean, very good game. Very close still. A little sad to see another big house game win, but again, I'm super thrilled about going back to draft 8. I like this feels like a reasonably tight game still. This felt like a game where a late growth could have actually won, and I just got slightly more breaks and or got to play it slightly smoother or something. It's not entirely clear to me, but this is at least a close, interested one. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like it just happened that I played the big house game plan well, you played the small house game plan well, and you know, it's some vagaries of how does it work, who gets the win. My main point is yes, draft 8 feels way more comfortable to me. Like, this is way more interesting. Like, for example, part of why Red's game didn't turn out particularly good is because they had to SP Nada, grow Nada. But if this is draft 10, them jumping me becomes probably way more reasonable because they probably actually have minor improvements that are worth continuing to spam out. Like, I think that's actually another reason that big house games have become so good is because, yeah, having more actions is just really good when those actions give you important minor improvements and important occupations. Like, everything just becomes better when all the actions are boosted, so that having more actions is even better, and it kills small house games. I'm done with draft 8 or draft 10, but I mean, I'm half lying. I will go back into the draft 10 just because it gets you games, but I love that people are looking for me in the other area. Look at the simple realm. Look at the draft 8 tables. Try to get draft 8 tables before going to the evil draft 10. But anyhow, did Teal fencing randomly throw away 4 points? No, they have Dung Collector. Yeah, you probably forgot Dung Collector, HIKLJ, sorry. So Teal fenced how they were supposed to, because they still had that field coming in after breeding. But the field doesn't come till they breed. It still does look like ridiculous fencing, right? It's weird, but this is the correct fencing for them. Yeah. You enjoyed the tension of whether or not to go big house or small, whether to play more ox or less. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I agree. I think I just think draft 8 is roughly the right count for this card set. I think it makes the game a lot more interesting. Your ending minors and your ending ox are a lot less attractive, and so you have to kind of really get a balance of should I be playing these, should I leverage them or not. I think it makes the opening a lot more interesting too. Like your force seat, but like it's not so critical usually that you get Ock or not. Like you can usually survive a bit easier too, I think. Whereas like, admittedly, I still am pretty lucky to be first seat here though too. Like I did want to be able to play Ox. I had a reasonable desire to play Ox and get Woodcart going, but anyhow, I'm pontificating a bit too much about draft types, but I do think there's a meaningful difference. I think draft 10 is not as good for the game, but all I can do is try to convince other people of that and get us to vote draft 8 back in. But anyhow, the other good news is this game was pretty fast. Thank you all. Yeah, 90-minute game. Even I didn't take over a half hour for once. Actually, fairly even play times for the fact that I'm streaming. But admittedly, my game didn't have that many actions coupled with... Well, actually, by the end, the action count is remarkably similar. It's kind of interesting, too. But, yeah, amount of wood earned from the board, too. I took the most wood from the board, so it does make opponents' game harder when they can't take that much wood from the board. But then, yes, also 20 wood earned from cards. So, the only wood I earned from cards was Woodcart, right? Yeah, so I used Woodcart 10 times after playing it. So that's that's pretty sweet. Admittedly, only 9 of those really count because one of them was just tiebreak move at the end of the game. But still, using Woodcart 9 times after playing it and wood bullying everybody during the mid game is pretty fun. You think without 4-seat you might get the Autumn Mother, but it's a very super tight line for you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like you still had a 4-seat tax this game too, and I had first seat, so like. You played really well, and I got a win, but yeah, it's like... Basically, I caught slightly more breaks than you did, and including first seat, so... Meh. Whatever. It's how Agricola goes. It was a fun game. Thanks for playing. But yeah, I'm glad this was fairly fast, too, because I am looking to end the stream here and move on, so... This Dairy Crier also was pretty good for me. I mean, again, it helps everybody, but I eventually got to get around to making a tier list for occupations and talking about cards, but I think Dairy Crier people might underrate slightly because I think they might be afraid of how much it helps their opponents. But I think Dairy Crier fairly consistently is pretty good. You can sometimes play it really early and just get sheep and a cow that you want. You can sometimes do this where you play it kind of late and other people get sheep, sure, but like they don't need the sheep as much as you do. Like, Dairy Crier is pretty good. Clay Pit Owner is also pretty good, but again, I want to stress that this Clay Pit Owner is probably the best Clay Pit Owner you're ever going to see. Like, maybe you see better Clay Pit Owners occasionally, but I want to be very clear that this was a upper percentile Clay Pit Owner, and this is very similar, in my opinion, to, like, Charcoal Burner. Charcoal Burner, some games will give you a bunch of early procs and a bunch of procs throughout the game, and it's a pretty good card. But some games, it's going to not do much for you at all, and it's going to be pretty sad. And Clay Pit Owner is going to be a lot of the same, of like, sometimes it's going to be worthwhile to play this early, and you're going to get a lot of benefit early. But some games you're going to play it early and get very little through the first couple stages, and it's not going to be very good. So you got to be careful. On average, I think this is like a high B tier card. It's pretty good. I do think you should draft and play it sometimes, but this was one of the better Clay Pit Owners you've ever seen. It constantly impresses. Wow. I mean, maybe there might be way more Clay cost miners that are worth playing in Revised than original. So it's possible I also actually have Clay Pit Owner miscalibrated for this card set. In Play Agricola World, it's pretty good, but it's heavily draft dependent. But I wonder, maybe there are more clay costs on average in revised cards, and so maybe Clay Pit Owner is just a little bit better. It might also partly be draft 10. That's fair. You haven't seen it be bad. I mean, to be fair, it's rare that it's going to be like bad. It probably always will at least be like 5 or 6 procs throughout the game. It's just like some games you might play it early and only get a little bit of early food and clay, and then get quite a bit kind of in the late game as a few ovens get snatched and another hearth or something, and then it can be a little blah. But anyhow, you just got here. Nice to see a win. But you've seen some monster clay pit owners. You think it's better than it looks. I mean, that's basically what I was just saying, is that like people should draft this. It's a pretty good card. But I was saying that this was one of the best clay pit owner games I think you're gonna see. I got crazy rewarded with it this game. But maybe Revised is just way more consistent than I think, because there are a lot of clay cost cards. But that's part of what happened this game, is a lot of clay cost miners got played, and quite a few clay cost miners got played relatively early, which is part of, this clay pit owner ultimately gave me 9 and 9, but like even more importantly, it gave me like 5 and 5 by the end of stage 2 or something. So a lot of early food is very helpful. But anyhow, reminds you of the Pioneer. The Pioneer is definitely better than it looks. Yes, Pioneer is definitely better than it looks. I was also saying Dairy Crier is better than I think a lot of people. I think people fear Dairy Crier, but Dairy Crier is pretty good. Again, these cards are not like incredible. I'm not claiming that Dairy Crier or Clay Pit Owner are like anywhere close to like top 20 cards, but these are pretty good cards that you should often be paying attention to. But anyhow, the Pioneer game was the most beautiful. You think it was your favorite game? Yeah, you linked that one. It was cool. I agree. But the replay is janky. Yeah, no, I agree. I did see it. I agree. It is pretty sweet. Anyhow, thanks everyone for hanging out, chatting. It's been good. Glad that we got a Beyond the Sun game. Glad we got a Agricola game. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. But it was fun. Glad we got the stream's not too long for 2 games actually too. So glad that we had pretty fast games ultimately. And super happy we had Draft 8. Thank you so much for Draft 8. People, continue to join me. Look for simple tables before you just mindlessly click the arena button. Join me at Draft 8. We don't have to keep giving in to the Draft 10 evils. But all right, thanks all. I'm gonna head off. Let's vote for Draft 7. Honestly, I'm in. But I'm not a guru, so but I'm in. But yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna head off. I'll see everybody around later. Bye.